I see scratches, marks, floor discoloration, and a whole lot less money in your pocket. Because if you're doing one of these 11 damaging and destroying things, your hardwood floors are not only going to look messed up, but could end up costing you a lot of money in costly repairs. Number 1. Lose the furniture pads and you're guaranteed to have scratches. Every time you sit on a chair or sofa that's on top of a hardwood floor, it will shift ever so slightly and the legs will end up leaving small marks, and over time these marks will just get worse and worse. Essentially, unprotected furniture means unprotected floors. Number 2, wearing high heels. Now I'm not trying to step on any toes here. Wearing high heels around the house will ruin your floors for sure, because as we know, heels can be very pointy and they don't distribute body weight evenly. So consequently, you end up with a lot of dents in the floor. Instead, leave your heels in the closet and get yourself a nice, comfortable pair of house shoes to wear. Trust me, your floors will thank you for sparing them the torment. Number 3, pet urine, particularly when you're trying to train a puppy. If he or she has an accident, you want to make sure you clean that up immediately, because not cleaning it and allowing it to dry can cause a permanent stain and an odor that is close to impossible to remove. Another thing I should mention is that if your pet has an accident on a rug, check underneath the rug to make sure it didn't seep through the rug onto the hardwood floor, and if it did, you'll need to clean that up immediately as well. Which leads me into my next point, which is pet nails. Cat claws and dog nails will scratch and dent the floors as well, so it's important you keep those trimmed up. You can do this yourself or take your pet to your local veterinarian. The same way that too much sunshine is bad for us, a surplus of sunshine on your hardwood floors is bad for them as well. If you have big beautiful windows and the sun streams through day after day, it can cause the finish to dry out and change the color of the wood. The best way to remedy the issue is to be aware of how the sun comes into your home and put up blinds or curtains that you can close during the strongest parts of the day to limit the exposure. If you mop with too much water or liquid cleaner, it can seep down into the cracks of the hardwood floors, which will cause swelling because the moisture causes the wood to expand and warp. And obviously you can completely destroy your hardwood floors because of this, because they're not made to expand and contract, which leads me to my next point, which is heat. The way that moisture will cause expansion, heat will cause it to shrink and create little gaps in the wood. This is why you never want to use a steam mop. In fact, nowadays, many of the wood floor manufacturers specifically mention steam cleaners on their lists of don'ts, and it's because of these expanding and contracting issues. Even though hardwood floors are beautiful naturally, some people like to give them a little pop with a nice decorative rug. I see them in a lot of living rooms, big rugs for kids to play on, or underneath a kitchen table or a dining room table. It's important to think about what's underneath them though. If you use a rubber-backed mat or a rubber mesh pad, it will dull the floor's finish really easy. Even more than that, if you leave it in place too long, it will discolor the floor. So you pull up the rug and you'll see the edges where the rug was at, and you'll have to end up restaining the floors to get rid of those marks. So here's the fix. For max protection, you always want to use a combination of rubber backing and felt. So you got your rug, you got your rubber backing, and then you got your felt touching the floor. This will keep the rug from sliding and protect your floors at the same time. Don't be fooled by the fancy marketing of the vacuum companies. Not all vacuums should be used on hardwood floors, specifically the ones that have a rotating brush with stiff bristles beating against the floor. This is bad because those brushes are very abrasive and can ruin the floor's finish and leave small scratches. Always choose vacuums that use a softer, more delicate process of picking up dirt and debris. Whatever you do, don't use waxy products on finished hardwood floors. Most floor polishes contain wax, which will only leave a layer of sticky residue, causing your floors to become a dirt magnet. Next thing you know, you'll be able to take your fingers, scratch the hardwood floor and you're going to see all that gunk up underneath your fingernails. You don't want that, so stick to water-based cleaners. And last but certainly not least, number 11, not cleaning your floors. Dirt and debris is going to collect on your floors whether you like it or not. And as the floor gets walked on, that little dirt and debris, some of it which may be small little pebbles, as you walk on that, it's going to scratch your floor without you even noticing. So a great way to mess up your hardwood floors is, hey, just don't clean them. If you're new to cleaning, or maybe you're a seasoned pro, I've made a video specifically about how to clean hardwood floors. I trust you'll find it valuable. Should be on the screen now, so click it, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.